If you're going to play, you got to work out in the summer. If you're going to play, you got to play out all these tournaments all over the time, and it's all summer long.
Yeah.
They play the summer league. They do all, and it pays off. My daughter, I asked her when the thing was over, she used to get mad at me. I'd say, you got to go up to the gym tonight and shoot. Dad, I don't know. I said, what about all that shooting? She said, I'd go tonight, Dad, if you want to. after the game's over, you can take me up there tonight, Dad.
That's right.
That's the first time she's experienced the lead role on the team, and she's worked at it to get that 3-point. And that's what all these kids do. Darby Ham out here for Pennington and Morgan Adams. They play on my travel team, and they're relentless. So does, as I look at Carson, Ollie Carson plays with us. Also, Paige Posey plays. Now, all those kids play summer. Look who's in the championship game.
Those teams.
The kids that do the summer work. It pays off. And every one of those kids for Hayden is in summer league.
Yeah. I tell you what I'm most impressed with this crowd tonight, Justin and Greg. If you look to your right up here, in the very back of the student section is the principal of JB Pennington. Coach, I call him Coach Kurt because he used to coach at Hayden. He is standing up with the student section on the very back row. Now, I don't know if he's standing just because if he don't stand, he can't see
over him. He's so short.
But he's up, and he's showing some good school pride up there right now, standing with the student section.
All right, same section. Front row right in the middle. Front row, I mean, smack dab in the middle. He just dabbed everybody.
Yes, I see it.
What is up with that?
He looks like he might be in pain.
That's a mask, Greg. That is straight up
Coach
a
Dutton
mask.
waving at. I'll tell you this. I was looking over here in the Lokesfort cheering section. You've got a former UAB professor.
Uh-oh.
All right? Her name is Miss Trutell, Rita Trutell. She is now teaching English at Lokesfort. If I'm not mistaken, I'm looking right at her, and she has got a big LF painted on her face. Right down here on the front row with a pom-pom, and right beside her is the principal, and he's got a pom-pom. I have seen at least 15 or 20 faculty members from Lokesfort in the stands.
And that's good to see.
That's what you want to see.
It is.
And I've seen a lot of Hayden. Of course, half their kids are playing.
Yeah, that's right.
Lokesfort Junior High girls here as well.
Oh, yeah. They're in it to win it. And those kids love each other. All those teams, they work hard and fight for a gymnasium time, and they all back each other. You know, we've all been to high school locally in rural Alabama.
Yeah.
And it's just, I can't express, it's a family atmosphere.
Yeah.
It's a time that you're very proud and you love each other, and it's just, I mean, it's a way of life.
It is. It's exactly right.
Well, we got about a minute to go.
This place
It's full.
is about to get loud. And it's going to be absurd for the next 24 minutes.
And one thing I just noticed is the JB Pennington student section is right behind the Lokesfort bench.
Yes. So
right
behind it. During timeouts, Asheville used to actually do that. They would put our student section right behind the bench.
Going to be loud over there.
They did that Lokesfort till everybody got mad about it and they made them move. Lokesfort was going to bring their band, but they wouldn't let them. I got a call today. I don't know if the Booster Club will pay for the gas to come over here. I said, certainly.
Well, if they bring the band, what are they going to say?
Where would you have put them?
You know what I mean?
I don't know where you'd put them. Of course, half the band's here. I see them. They just don't have an instrument. And that's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
As the PA announcer is getting ready to call out the lineups, I'll give you the starting lineups for both teams. First for the visitors on the scoreboard. Starting for the Pennington Tigers, a junior, probably the in my opinion, one of the best post players in all of Class 4A, Darby Ham, number 3, who's a junior. Also starting will be another junior, number 13, Morgan Adams. Also starting tonight for one of the first times that I can remember is Samantha Ortiz. She's down on the bench, ready to start tonight. Also starting will be Misty Absher, and she's a key player. If she can hit the 3, she'll keep the Tigers in it. And then also starting will be number 24, one of the best passers in the girls division, Ollie Carson. Yeah. Starting for the Lokesfort Hornets, this starting lineup has not changed the entire year. The only senior that starts for the Hornets, Jamie Gale Hudson, the defending MVP of the county tournament, 00. Also starting, number 22, a junior, shooting guard, Kimberly Horton, and she can go off if she gets hot. Also, the MVP so far of the tournament for the Lokes Fork Hornets, number 23, Madison Cater, who had 23 points to match her jersey number last ball game. And then the point guard, who the last time these two teams played, hit 6 3-pointers and ended with 32 points in the game, Ashlyn Atkins. And she's 10 points away from hitting the 1,000-point mark, and she's just a junior. Also starting will be the sister of Kimberly Horton, Carissa Horton, and she is a freshman, number 32, and she plays a big time when you talk about being short, but she plays like a big time. She gets all the trash points and the trash rebounds. And you know, you talk about having 20-plus points. There was a number 3, Darby Ham, that had what we are calling the Blount County record for rebounds.
Yeah, 24.
24, buddy. Yeah, she has 24 rebounds a night. I give the Tigers a good chance of winning.
Something to watch early on. We've talked about it a little bit, a lot. Ollie Carson, she kind of took over the game on Friday night or Saturday night against the Bulldogs. They spread it out, went 5 out. They let Ollie create, pass, and get layups. Can the Hornets contain her? And can the Tigers get out and guard 3-point shooting for the Lokes Fork Hornets?
And one key thing, if either one of these teams gets in foul trouble, there's not a deep bench.
They're not deep, neither one.
If you're the Hornets, you're the number 1 team in the state. Nothing's changed. It's just another game for you. Go out, play your game, and your game only.
And they're going for a 3-peat.
And if you're JB Pennington, play lights out. Come out, and Greg, you always say it, hit them in the mouth.
If you're going to win a championship, you got to force action. And the teams that's done that so far has won a championship. Here we go. Here's the tip. It's going to be
bad tip.
A re-tip.
Second game in a row we've done that.
I think there's a lot of energy. Those two girls that's right there jumping. See, Ollie used to play at Lokes Fork, and they're best of friends. Here's the tip, and it's going to go to the Hornets. And here comes Kimberly Horton. She'll back up just inside the 3-point line. Throw it up, no good. Rebound, Jamie Gale Hudson goes high. Put back, no good. And there's one rebound for Darby Ham. So Lokes Fork missed a great opportunity to have a layup right there. Here comes the Tigers. As Adams will push it up for the Tigers. Their first possession, they throw it right out of bounds. A little bit of nerves.
Yeah,
right through the fingers of 33, Samantha Ortiz.
Can't have empty possessions, especially at the beginning of the game, because you got to jump on Lokes Fork early on.
Here comes the inbounds to Atkins. She'll take it, pass it off to Madison Cater. Back over to Jamie Gale Hudson. Back to Atkins. She's going to take it in, and she'll lay it up, miss the layup. And there's Jamie Gale Hudson with a putback, no good. And then the rebound will be controlled by the Tigers. So Lokes Fork should have 2 layups, and they missed 2 layups, and now they're going to pick up a foul. I think we got some nerves.
Yeah, the intensity's ramped up in here, so you're going to have a lot of nerves.
That'll be on Madison Cater, her first.
Here we go. You could cut the thickness of the air with a knife. Here comes Carson behind the back dribble. Almost another steal for the Hornets. Ortiz gets it to Darby Ham. She takes it to the hole, lays it up, no good. Nice defense that time by the Hornets as Jamie Gale Hudson did a good job defensively. And she'll push it up. Now she'll pass it over to Atkins. Atkins thought about a 3, but she passes it over to Cater. Cater will drive in, and she's probably that's your one mismatch from what I'm looking at defensively for both teams. As she'll take it and dribble to her left and hand it to Atkins. Atkins, a little crossover dribble, back out to wide open. Madison Cater for 3, and she keeps her shooting hot as she drains one from downtown, and an early 3-0 lead for the Hornets. As she keeps shooting, and another turnover by the Hornets. Jamie Gale Hudson picks it out of the air. She's taken to the hole, lays it up, and misses another layup. She's missed 3 layups. Here comes Ollie, and she gets clotheslined, and they didn't call a foul.
Let them play, let them play.
She like to decapitated Ollie Carson did Ashlyn Atkins. My goodness.
Samantha Ortiz has got to stay with her girl on defense.
Well, she's just been replaced by Posey. Here comes a long 3-pointer by Ollie Carson. She can hit him. Tap out. Rebound goes to Ashlyn Atkins. And the Hornets like to run. They get it to a wide open Kimberly Horton. She throws a little bit strong. Rebound goes to the Ram. Man, a rebound. Darby Ham
Brown girl.
That's going to be a battle between Hudson and Ham.
There's a nice shot inside put up by Posey. She misses a layup. Rebound goes to Horton, and she'll push it up the floor. Now she'll kick it out to a wide open Jamie Gill Hudson. No good. Rebound goes to Posey. And here comes a little faster action. Here comes Misty Absher. She'll push it up. Now she'll try to find somebody. And she's being guarded, and Madison Cater set her up. She's going to take it all the way down the floor, lay it up and in. And Madison Cater is hot as a firecracker, coming off a 23-point performance and a timeout on the floor. And the Hornet fans rise to their feet. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. Folks, that's a pretty fast action going on. Both teams missing layups, but the Hornets coming up big right there.
Back and forth. Jamie Hudson's got 3 early rebounds. Her and Darby Ham, that's going to be a battle all night long. One thing I noticed early on, Greg, in the half-court action for Locust Fork, and I'm sure they like to do this a lot, they go to a 5-out look because they've got a lot of people who can handle the ball. That gets Darby Ham and people like Paige Posey and Samantha Ortiz, that gets them guarding out of the perimeter where they're not as comfortable, and they're getting some open lanes and looks for threes.
Well, they had trouble handling the ball and the pressure last time when these two teams played. And they got too many kids on the floor, and that's going to be a technical foul.
Well, they'll let them get off with it.
They're going to let them get off with it. They're very fortunate there they didn't get a technical foul.
Had 6 on the floor for Pennington.
Here comes the full-court pressure. A 1-2-1-1. And there's another turnover, almost, as Madison Cater continues to play well, as she knocks it out of bounds. But it was made.
Coach Bart Ellis, he's brought in Michaela Head for another ball handler and guard on the floor.
And here comes Ollie Carson. And she'll bring it up for the Tigers as the Hornets come out man-to-man. And almost a turnover. And there's Adams. She gets it over here. It's going to be knocked out of bounds. Good defense. Hornets playing pretty good in-your-face defense.
Yes, that's what they do. They're going to get up in you and make you force the turnovers so they can get easy buckets.
And they're having crowd control problems because they got folks everywhere. Here's Darby Ham, and she'll take it and draw a foul, and that'll be Carissa Horton's first foul.
Her first and the team's second.
That's the shortest girl taking on the tallest girl.
And if you're Pennington, you like the matchup inside of Ham against anybody. That way you can force the issue and hopefully get this Locust Fork team into foul trouble.
Free throw, rattles home good.
Got to hit your free throws, and she does.
There'll not be a shutout in this ball game. 5-1 as the Tigers get on the board. Second free throw. Off the front of the rim, no good, and the rebound goes to Cater. Cater pushing it up the floor to Jamie Gill Hudson, and she'll drive in and miss another layup. She's missed 4 layups. If she'd hit all her layups, the Hornets would really have a lead right now.
You should watch people like Darby Ham and Madison Cater when the ball goes up and the box out position that they get on folks to get rebounds. They do a tremendous job inside of technique and boxing out.
And Cater is one of the smartest basketball players as far as basketball sense you'll see anywhere. Here comes Posey, and they get the press break this time. Ollie takes it all the way to the rim, lays it up and in. It's 5-3.
Ollie's going to have to take over this game, and she does right there.
Here's a pass to Hudson. The Hornets push it up the floor quickly. And she'll get the backdoor cut to the little girl, and she lays it up as Horton gets the backdoor break and a turnover. Atkins puts it up and in, and the Hornets extend the lead just like that, just like they did against Hayden. They was down by 1 and went up with 17. 9-3. 6-point lead, biggest lead of the game for the Hornets. Knocked out of bounds, almost another steal. And the defensive end of the floor is really ramped up for the Hornets.
Oh, they're so active. They play passing lanes. They play in your face. It makes it really tough on ball handlers to get across half court.
Here comes Ollie Carson. She'll push it up. She'll take it in, throw it out to Head for 3. No good. Rebound, Darby Ham. Back out to Adams for 3. Rattles out, no good. Rebound to Posey. And another foul on Carissa Horton. And that'll be her second. So we're fixing to see some substitution going on.
Yes, her second and the team's third.
My wife said I almost got a nacho face with the ball a while ago. Free throw attempt up and no good. Checking in will be Rachel Baker for the Hornets, replacing Carissa Horton. And that'll give the Hornets a little bit of rebounding edge, maybe. Here's the free throw. And it goes off, no good, but a good rebound by Ollie Carson. She throws it up, no good. And that'll be on the back call against Paige Posey.
Yep. First team foul of the night for the Tigers.
Ollie did a great job getting the rebound, but she just couldn't put it back up and in. 9-3. Everything's contested so far for the Tigers. Here comes Atkins, and she'll push it up. Now she'll hand it off to Kimberly Horton, and they got a backdoor layup to Baker. She puts it up and in, and she's showing the fist pump, and she's fired up.
Nice look from Horton.
8-point lead, largest lead of the game, almost a turnover. It's going to be a foul on Jamie Gale Hudson, and she's a little too forceful that time. And now the Hornets getting 2 or 3 fouls against them, and that 1-and-1 thing will make you get out of tempo.
Yeah, 14 fouls so far tonight.
Here comes the full court press by the Hornets and a turnover. Nerves, I really believe, are causing the Tigers a little bit of problems, and along with the press.
Yeah, 4 turnovers so far tonight for the Tigers, none for the Hornets.
Here comes Jamie Gale Hudson. She'll take it, drive it to the hole. She'll back down Posey, and Posey blocks the shot, but she gets the rebound back out to Atkins for 3. No good. Rebound. Horton. She puts it up, no good. And a turnover almost, but they're able to get it back. Does Adams. Quick hands by Adams, and she'll push it up the floor. And she's taken to the hole, and she's going to draw the foul. That'll be team foul number 5. Great job by Adams to take it to the hole.
And that's what you've got to do. If they want to live at the line and make some foul shots, she was very aggressive. Morgan Adams took it right into the body of Kimberly Horton and drew the foul. It wasn't nothing Kimberly could do.
Free throw up and good. And Adams is probably the best free throw shooter for this Tiger team, as she is really a great free throw shooter. 11-4, Hornets lead. Second free throw. Rattles home good. 11-5, 3:10 to go. Hornets on top for now. Here's a pass to Hudson. She'll dribble out, get it out to Baker. Baker over to Atkins. Atkins. Drive in, now she'll back it out over to Hudson. Hudson in the corner to Baker. Baker looking, now she gets it to Hudson. Hudson, Hornets patient here. And she's going to drive in, now she's going to get it to Madison Cater. Pull up jumper by Baker, and that's really not her range that far out. Is no good. Rebound goes to Ollie Carson, and she'll push it up the floor. Both these teams want to run a little bit. Almost looks like they're out of control, but they're not. Here's a long three-pointer, and the bank is open officially tonight as Ollie Carson banks it home and cuts that lead down to 3. Here's Jamie Gale Hudson, put up another layup, missed it. And a jump ball going to be between Baker and Ham, and the arrow points in favor of the Tigers.
You know, Ollie Carson's so dangerous on that step back. If you give her just enough space, she'll hit it in your face.
Can you imagine if Ollie still played at Locust?
Wouldn't be fair.
By Cater. Cater takes it in, backs down Posey. Little jump stop over to Jamie Gale Hudson, and finally she finds a range and she lays it up and in. 13-8. Turnover is the biggest problem right now for the Tigers. They almost turn it over again. Here's a pass to Paige Posey, and they'll throw it all the way up the floor out of bounds. And that defense, but both teams, or all 3 teams tonight that has played full court pressure has won the ball game.
It's made the difference in the game.
Yep. Here comes the Hornets as they'll slow it down, get a backdoor cut to Cater, and she'll throw it right to Baker. It goes right between her legs out of bounds. And she won't be in there long if she don't find the handle there.
First turnover of the night for the Hornets.
And she's one of the youngsters for the Hornets, so she's probably a little nervous right now, but she has already hit one big shot. Here comes Posey, and she'll try to get it to Ollie, and they do. This is where they can cause some trouble, but nice defense from the backside as Kimberly Horton reaches in there and knocks it out of bounds.
Yeah, that's a tough position when on a fast break when you got Ollie Carson coming towards you. Darby Ham's behind you. Who do you go after?
Yeah.
Here comes the Tigers. They try to inbound it. Having trouble. Almost threw it right to Atkins. Here's another three-pointer put up by.
Look at Ham.
Look at
the
that
rebound
right there.
by Ham as Ollie Carson missed the three-pointer, but Ham lays it up and in.
That's how it's done right there.
And here's a pass inside to Hudson. She lays it up and in. It's back and forth we go. 15-10. 1:13 to play in the first quarter. Hornets on top. Here's a pass over to Adams as the Tigers want to run. And a turnover. Once again, they get it to Ashlyn Atkins. She'll pass it frontward, or side court, I guess you could say, to Horton, and she walked with it. Turnover for the Hornets. 1 minute exactly to play here in the first quarter as we go back and forth. Hornets have led from the start, but the Tigers keep hanging in there.
They're hanging in. They keep hitting big shots to stay in this thing.
This has been a game of runs so far, as has most games. And here comes Head. And she carried the ball, but she didn't get away. She didn't get. I thought she was going to get away with it, but she didn't. And that's the right call. 15-10. 51 seconds ago. How many turnovers has Pennington got? They got
already 8 this quarter.
If they get 8 turnovers a game or a quarter for the Hornets, they're going to feel good about that. 45 seconds to go. Hornets with a 5-point lead. Atkins with the ball. She gets a screen from Baker. She drives all the way in, lays it up, and misses the wide open. If the Hornets had hit their layups, they would be way up right now. Here's a pass over to Posey. Posey drives in, and she'll lay it up. Little contact, no call, and the rebound by the shortest girl for the Tigers. And her shot is blocked, but she got a little bit of the body with it. She'll go to the line to shoot 2 as Baker's going to pick up a foul.
Yeah, her first and the team's 6, so the next ones will be 1 and 1.
For the whole second quarter, the Tigers will shoot 1 and 1. Free throw, up and in. Now she can put on a clinic for free throw shooting. Now I might have jinxed her, but she hadn't missed hardly any in all the games I've watched her play.
So far, Darby Ham's on pace to match her 24 rebounds. She's got 6 in this quarter.
Wow.
Free throw, up and in. Back to a 3-point game, 1 possession game. They'll get it to Kimberly Horton. She'll get right at the 3-point. I thought she was going to pull the trigger to get it to Hudson. Hudson takes it all the way in, lays it up, and throws in there. She has been unstoppable if she can hit the free throw. I mean the layup. If they've been able to really get it to the inside part. And that's an advantage I thought would be for Pennington. And there's a double dribble.
Yep, got her.
So we got 1.9 seconds to go. Very entertaining, fast pace. Full of action first quarter. Hornets lead 17-12. Atkins take 1 dribble, throw it up at the buzzer. No good. And we are at the end of the first quarter. The score, the Locust Fork Hornets 17. The Pennington Tigers 12. Somebody's going to win a championship tonight. We'll be back to see who it is. You're listening to Classic Hits 95.3 on WCRL. McAfee Gymnasium. I don't know if there've ever been any more folks than they got stuck in here tonight. But it is a packed house, and then we got a good one going on right now. 17-12, Hornets leading. But it hadn't been easy, as it has been back and forth all night.
It has. Leading scorer for all teams, Jamie Gale Hudson with 6. Ollie Carson leading the Tigers with 5. But the key stat for the Tigers, they have 9 turnovers, Greg. If they cut out some of the turnovers, this is a little bit tighter of a game, even as tight as it is now.
And if Jamie Gale can get to hitting all those layups she's been missing, they'll have a ton of points. Here's a long 3-pointer put up, but Jamie Gale Hudson went all the way down and came out. That's not really her range, but she can't hit them. Rebound goes to Absher. Here comes Ollie Carson, and she pushes it up the floor. Now she'll slow it down and work for a good shot, trying to get it in there to Darby. She'll back down, have her pocket picked by Kimberly Horton, and a carry by Atkins, and she couldn't find the handle.
I think what Pennington's going to try to do, they did it in that last game. Let it be Ollie Carson. Let her drive to the hole like LeBron James with the Cavaliers.
And there's a turnover by the Tigers, and they'll get it up to Madison Cater. Madison should have took that ball up to the goal. She tried to pass it, and there'll be a kick ball. It'll be Hornet basketball, and they'll inbound another own goal.
I'm impressed with the defense of Ashlyn Atkins on Ollie Carson in one-on-one situations. She's doing a pretty good job so far.
Here's an inbound to Hudson. She pulled up, jumper, bottom. And she's starting to feel it now.
Yep.
That's her 8th point. 17, or excuse me, I think it's 19-12. It is. They got the score wrong. She gets a steal. Here's it over to Atkins for 3. And no good. Rebound, fought, and a nice job of Madison Cater to get in there and tie her up on the rebound. It'll be Tiger basketball as the air points their way. Right now, to me, Locust Fork's a little more aggressive.
They are. They're a step quicker, a little more aggressive in their defense and their offense, taking a little more chances than Pennington has.
7-point lead for the Hornets. Adams going to take it coast to coast, and they're going to pick up a foul. And let's see who they call a foul on.
If it's on Carissa Horton, it's her 3rd, and it is.
That's a huge foul. You can't reach right there. That's 3 on her. She's like a little firecracker. Here's the free throws by the free throw expert, and she knocks it home, does Morgan Adams. And I'm going to tell you something, folks. These are 2 of the best teams as far as just great kids.
Yeah.
They both have got great character kids. Second free throw up and in. She's keeping them in this thing.
6 points, all free throws for Morgan Adams.
19-14. Hornets with the lead, 7 minutes exactly to go in this first half. Here's Horton. She's been quiet tonight. Here's a pass to Fountain. As Fountain checks in for the first time. Here's Madison Cater to Hudson for three. And she can't get the handle. And a rebound pulled down rather by Madison Cater. And that's a big-time rebound. They're going to have a full timeout. We're going to take it with them. You're listening to Blount County Basketball Championship Style on a Monday night. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
I know Pennington's want to help, but they've got to stay on the shooters outside.
They got to.
You got to sacrifice it inside.
I'm surprised, even though Locust Fork's as good as shooting teams out, they don't go zone a little bit.
Yeah.
Welcome back. As Ashlyn Atkins throws up a three, and she's been cold tonight so far. And then turnover almost by the Hornets as Darby Ham got another rebound to add to her total. There's a nice ball handling by Ollie Carson behind the back dribble. And she is being guarded by one of the best dribblers there is. She's trying to get a screen. She gets it. Pull up jumper. Good.
Wow.
Downtown. Ollie Carson heating up.
She has got to be big.
Yes. Big time step back.
2-point game. As Atkins takes it all the way in and misses the layup. Rebound. Guess who? The Dominator. Here comes Carson. She'll take it all the way, and they're going to get a foul call.
Adam, a while ago we were talking during the break. What Pennington's kind of doing right now is they're sacrificing the outside. They're giving up Locust Fork and saying, hey, we're going to leave you open on the outside. We're going to go to the inside.
Yeah.
I with them, I'd stay to the outside shooters.
Yeah, they got to find the shooters on the perimeter for the Hornets. They've got a ton of them out there.
Folks, we could have a tie game for the first time in a long time, but she misses the 1-1. It's too close. And she's been shooting bombs right now. Here's a pass up to Madison Cater. And the longer this game is close, I think the advantage goes to the Tigers. And they're going to get a foul called, I believe, on Ortiz.
Yeah.
Yep.
Her first and only the team's second.
They played the whole quarter and then some and hadn't had the two fouls. That's pretty good. J. Miguel Hudson heating up. She misses this jumper. Rebound to Ortiz, and she double dribbled but didn't get a call there. Here comes Ortiz dribbling right through that Hornet pressure. She passes off to Darby, and Darby throws it right through the finger. Tips Posey out of bounds.
Yeah, good idea.
Turnover.
Had her cutting, but their 13th turnover.
And checking in for the first time is Madeline Robinette. Robinette was a little bit sick and didn't get to play in the first game. She's a pretty good player, too. She's been playing really good for the Hornets. See what she can do now. She checks in. 5:40 to play first half, 19-17. We got a close ball game by two great teams. Here comes the Hornets as they'll work 5 out as they'll run the weave at the top of the circle. And a shot put up, and kind of a forced shot there. And right off the bat, Madeline Robinette comes in and gets a tie up as they just out-hustle the Tigers. I think she's not played good in the first game, and she might be pressing a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, didn't have her shot or pass through a shot up there and pressing just a touch.
Here comes the inbounds as the Hornets get it to Cater, and she knocks it off Ortiz out. Well, they said it was off the Hornets.
Okay.
Of course, we can't see on that end. It could have been. But here comes the Tigers as they'll push it up the floor. And another foul by the Hornets. And, buddy, I want to tell you a little secret. We have seen some fouls called tonight. The Hornets starting to get a little bit of foul trouble.
Yeah, that's Robinette's first, but the team's 9th.
What do you want to take bids on her hitting both these free throws?
There's one.
First one's up and nothing but nylon, and she can tie this game up with 5 minutes and 12 seconds if she hits this free throw. Free throw rattles home. Good. And we are all tied up at 19 apiece. And a turnover almost by the Hornets as they kind of look like they may be pressing a little bit. And I'm telling you, the pressure gets to you when you're number one and you're supposed to win. It's hard. But the one who's been awfully good for the Hornets is Madison Cater. And she takes it to the hole and makes the basket and draws the foul. big-time shot by Madison Cater.
Yes.
She is really playing great for the Hornets.
I'm very impressed with the Hornets offense when they go to that 5-out look, and they've got an advantage when they go to that. Their weave action they have, you have back doors off of that. You got shots you can get. Madison Cater that time took it herself, had an advantage with Ortiz Gardner, and is going to get the and-one opportunity.
Free throw. Clanks off the back of the rim. No good. Hornets lead 21-19. Here comes the Tigers. As they'll push it up the floor, they get it to Carson. They leave her wide open from downtown Sneed, but she misses this one. She shot that one from way behind.
Way out there.
Here comes Atkins. She takes it all the way in, loses it on the way up. And a foul going to be, nope, they're going to call it out of bounds. I thought they was going to call a foul on Atkins. But it was off of Atkins out of bounds. And it'll be Tiger basketball. And I think the Tigers have done a good job of weathering the storm. Hornets came out and built an 8-point lead. And they've settled down. And I'm telling you, the longer this game goes like this, the advantage goes to the Tigers. Because the pressure mounts on you. Here's Carson. She gets it to Posey. Trying to get it to Darby. Has her pocket almost picked. Gets it in the corner to Absher. She's been quiet. Now they get it to Posey. She lays it up. No good. Rebound. Tapped out. Nice job by that time by Madeline Robinette to tap that ball out. She gets it to Atkins. Atkins over to Kimberly Horton. She'll have a step back shot. She's forcing it.
Yeah.
She really didn't have a good shot that time. She throwed it up there. Rebound to the Dominator, and she gets another rebound.
That's 10.
Here comes Absher. She looks to try to get it to Darby, but she couldn't get it in there to her.
They'll run the play.
And I'm impressed with the defense that Hudson's doing on Darby. Darby's getting her rebounds, but she's not getting her points so far. Now they'll get it into Posey. She'll put it up, have a shot blocked by Madison Cater. And now the Hornets take it away as Horton will push it up the floor. And she'll pass it over to Cater. Back over to Hudson from down. That's not her shot. She throws up a three-pointer. Rebound goes to head. Almost a turnover, but they're able to get it to Carson. And now they got a little bit of advantage, and they throw it right out of bounds. Sometimes it's okay to walk it up the floor.
Yeah, they want to go fast, both teams, and that's the 14th turnover for the Tigers. And you hit it on the head, Greg. They're doing a good job on Ham on not allowing her to take over offensively. She's only got 3 points. She's got 10 rebounds, but only 3 points on the inside right now.
I'm not sure who called timeout, but we got a timeout on the floor. And it will be they haven't never full. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Blount County Championship Basketball on WCRL. We'll be right back.
Can you hear me? Darby Ham, number 3, has already got 10 rebounds. Okay.
How many points has Darby got?
Just 3.
Chris, you're a loser. Oh, crap, you can hear me. Sorry. This guy in front of us looks so familiar.
I know.
You better be careful drinking that water, boys. Your eyes might float. Welcome back, folks. If you want to come out tonight, you better be skinny.
Like me.
And can fit in a centimeter space because there's not much room here. Hornets lead 21-19. They got the basketball. 3:13 to go to halftime. Championship game. As they work it around the perimeter, do the Hornets. Jamie Gale Hudson. She's going to back down 2 Tiger players. And Baker will take it, and she'll lay it up and in. Good shot by Baker because she's not one of the scorers, and that's 4 points she's got. 23-19, 4-point lead. Biggest lead's been 8. They get it into Posey. And a nice steal by Baker. And she's taking it down all the way coast to coast, lays it up and misses the layup, but she's going to believe she's going to get the foul on Posey.
Every year, somebody in the county championship steps up that you don't expect.
Yeah.
And there you go.
Right now it's Baker for the Hornets as they inbound it off the foul. And Cater takes it all the way in, lays it up and goes, and she's fouled and will go to the line. She is a player, folks.
She fits into creases in the defense that you don't see. And she gets in there and she draws fouls every time and can finish, strong enough to finish at the rim through the contact.
She is left-handed. And a lot of people, you gear your defenses to the right-handed side. And she's got one of the best ball moves and back downs than anybody. She hates the free throw. How many points has she got?
She's got 10 on the night.
Well, she's been lighting it up, 26-19. She's on pace to be the MVP if the Hornets win. Coming off a 23 performance. Here comes Adams. She takes it to the hole. They got a back door wide open, and it's blocked. And we're going to get a jump ball, and it's going to favor the Tigers. That was a great block by
It was
Atkins.
a great block.
She's athletic. But you know what? The main two players for the Hornets are kind of quiet tonight. Is Darby Ham takes it up and in. She's a player, folks.
Beautiful post move.
And a great kid, too. A long pass to Cater. They pass it out to Baker. That's not her shot. She's got to know what her role is. As Hudson gets the rebound and the foul.
Yeah, good call there.
How many fouls that on her?
That's 2 on Hudson and the team's 10th, so we're double bonus for these last 2 minutes of the half.
Baker threw up a three-point. I don't think Coach wants her shooting threes. Yeah. That's not really her shot.
That was a 7-0 run there for Lokesport before Darby Ham put that last basket in.
And Ortiz at the line, shooting 2. First free throw, clanks off the back of the rim, no good. In a championship game, if you're going to pull upsets, you got to hit your free throw.
Free throws and turnovers are big keys.
Free throw, got it. Big shot by Ortiz, 26-22, 4-point game as the Hornets lead. 2 minutes exactly to play till halftime as the Hornets slow it down. And they go 5 out again. And there goes Madison. And we got to walk. That's the right call.
That's just the Hornets' 4th turnover, and we're almost to halftime. That's impressive.
Yep. Well, they all handle the ball well. Here comes Carson. We got 1 minute and 45 seconds to go. And the Tigers trying to make something happen here to close out this half. And there's a long three-pointer put up by Head. No good. Rebound. Cater. She's got several rebounds. And she better be watching behind her as the quick as a hiccup. Morgan Adams tries to pick her pocket. She knocks it out of bounds. She can. I'm going to tell you something. She can fly. And they get it into Cater. Should have got right back to Baker. And they do. And she puts it up. And she hits another. Now that's her range.
Yeah.
That's her range. 28-22. Hornets for the 6-point lead.
She's got an impressive post game. That was a nice move, turnaround jumper.
She's going to be around for a while as Head gets it to Darby. They double her. She steps through the double, gets her own rebound, puts it up, and draws a foul.
And that's what Darby's going to do every time she gets it down low. Got to be a force.
She's the best low post player. There's no doubt in this county. I mean, she's a player.
Got to step up.
It's Kimberly Horton's 2nd foul of the night now, too.
Well, I'm not sure I wouldn't take Kimberly out just to keep her from picking up that other. As Darby knocks on the first free throw. And those have been trouble for her sometimes. And she has a hard time with those free throws. But she's a great kid and a great player. Second free throw. Rims out. But Ollie Carson there. And she misses the layup. She needs to hit those layups if the Tigers are going to have a chance to pull off the upset. And here comes Hudson. She takes it all the way in and draws the foul. She misses the layup, but she puts another foul on Darby.
That's her first and the team's 6th.
So the Hornets will shoot 1 and 1 the rest of the way, but there's not but 1 minute and 1 second. And we got I don't know why we got a stoppage. He gave her the ball. That kind of messed you up on the free throw sheet. Free throw? No, sir. She hits nothing but nylon. And Jamie Gale Jenny shoots the ball pretty good from the free throw line. Second free throw, she buries it. And the Hornets with a 7-point lead with 1 minute to go. 30-23. 57 seconds till half. Here comes Ollie. Step back, three-pointer. Is the bank open again? No, the nylon is. And she drains it. A little string music, baby. Step back three. That's huge. She's keeping a minute. Now she gets a steal. And she'll take it. And pass it off. It's a great job. And Darby lays it up and in. A 5-0 run to cut it to 2. And here comes the Hornets. 30 seconds. Here comes Atkins, and she'll take it. And then she'll draw a foul. If that's on Darby, that'll be 2. No, it's on
Carson, her first, and we will shoot 1 and 1.
What a steal back to Ollie Carson. And I thought she was going to pull up from 3.
I did too, Justin.
But we talked about it in the last game. Great vision of her seeing Darby Ham down low.
And what about Darby running the floor? I mean, she beat everybody down the floor to get the layup.
She'll get a break.
Well, they don't want her to pick up her second foul with just 20-something seconds. Free throw, up and in, back to a 3-point lead. It was a 7-point lead, and just like that, bam, it gets to a 2-point. This one clanks off of there, and a foul on Baker.
Yep. Got Baker over the back, and that's her second, and the Tigers will shoot 2.
You know, usually with teams in foul trouble, it's because one team's going after the other.
Yeah.
Really some cheap fouls.
Yeah, there have been some over the back calls, some reaching in here and there.
But if you're Pennington, go after Locust Ford today.
And cut it to 1. Free throw, rattles out.
Wow.
That went everywhere but in. Ortiz is, I think, played pretty good. She's been a role player for the Tigers. Here's a second free throw to try to get it to 2 points. And it rattles out, but guess who's there? We got a jump ball, and this time the arrow report in favor of the Hornets. Checking in for the first time, I didn't mention this, Paige Jacobs.
Almost a tie between two Pennington players.
Ollie Carson's everywhere.
She's quick, too. She's tall. And we got 19 seconds, so I wouldn't be surprised Hornets didn't hold this for the last shot. Although they don't do that a lot.
I was about to say, I don't think they will. Usually when you say that, they
well, it's 10 seconds now. They're going to hold it for not much of the last second. 6 seconds.
Stay on the shooter.
5 seconds. 4 seconds. Baker throws it up, an air ball. And that'll do it. And we have reached halftime, but we've got a humdinger of a ball game as the Hornets lead 31-28. And now we're at half, so what we'll do now is take a break, and when we come back, we'll talk a little bit about this first half. Pretty good first half. You're listening to Championship Basketball on WCRL. We'll be right back.
And 72 Degrees broadcasting booth.
I hadn't mentioned that once.
I'll make up for it, though.
I can't hear it.
I can hear a little bit, but there it goes.
I didn't want to miss it.
You're good.
It's 8 o'clock. We're only at the halftime of this game.
Welcome back to the Steam House. As it's hot in this gymnasium tonight. They don't need to turn any heat on because you got enough air in here. If there's a bad germ going around, we all gonna get it.
I wonder if the concession stands run out of food yet.
Probably not, because everybody's afraid to go. They'll lose their seat.
That's about right.
But a great first half, entertaining first half, 3-point game. Exciting basketball here, and the Hornets on the better end of the deal right now. But if I'm not mistaken, I think the Tigers will get the ball first, start the second half. And I really think the key, if the Tigers going to pull off the upset, they got to cut out the turnovers.
Yep.
And if Locust Fort's going to win the game, they're going to have to get the two best or the two of their better players in this ball game.
Yeah. The big thing I want to see here in this third quarter is Pennington's took a couple of body blows from the Hornets so far. They took a couple of runs, and Pennington has fought back in it. Can they dodge the haymaker? Because it's coming.
Yep.
Can the Hornets apply the haymaker here in this second half and really run away with this thing, or will Pennington keep it tight? Because if you can keep a ball game tight down the stretch in the fourth quarter, it's anybody's game.
That's right. Well, here we go, folks. We're one half away from crowning the championship of Blount County varsity girls as the Tigers inbound it to Holly Carson, who has improved more than anybody on either team to me. As they get it inside to Darby, and she had a good shot, but she got a little too deep, and it's knocked out of there. Rebound goes to Cater, and she's going to take it to the hole, and she'll be fouled by Misty Absher.
That's Misty's first of the night.
Tigers don't have anybody in foul trouble, I don't believe.
They don't. They have Posey with 2 and Ortiz with 2. That's it.
Here's Cater to line. Shooting two. She misses the first one as it rattles out. I always think the first 3 minutes of this half can tell us, you might can tell this thing who's going to win it.
Yeah.
Free throw, up and in. Hornets back up before. Then for the first time in a while, they throw up the press. Here comes a pass to Ollie, and they break it with ease this time. A long skip pass to Absher. She's going to take it to the hole, and she'll be stripped, and it will go out of bounds off of the Hornets. As Ortiz now will inbound it, as they inbound it underneath their own goal. And they get it, almost another foul there as they get it to Ollie Carson, but Horton almost picked up her third.
Yeah. And Carissa's back in with playing with 3 fouls right now.
I've been her fourth. And there's her fourth right there.
Might be right there. Yep.
You got to know if you've got 3 fouls, you cannot get into that situation.
Yeah, that's Carissa's fourth, and
that's huge because she's a big part of this
team. She's a big part of the team, and she's just not been able to get in a rhythm tonight because of the fouls.
And a lot of reaching and grabbing. You can't do that. Sometimes they let you by with it. Tonight's not one of those nights. But you got to be smarter than that. You can't even get close to it as they get it into Darby. And she misses a layup, but she gets her own rebound, puts it up and in. And we got a 2-point game with 7:08 to play. Here comes Horton. She'll dribble it and almost have it stolen. And she will have it stolen. Here's Ollie Carson. As she backs up, shoots a 3 to give them the lead. No good. Rebound. Darby Ham. She'll put it up. Missed the shot, but she is fouled, and I believe that's going to be on Fountain. So a nice start to the second half for the Tigers. Number 15.
That's Fountain's first. Team second.
32-30. Ham can give the Tigers a chance to tie it, but she misses the first free throw.
And Pennington's doing what we talked about in the break. They're taking it to the Hornets and trying to draw those fouls and picking up and getting the Hornets in more foul trouble.
I'm not sure if I wasn't Hornets, I wouldn't back up and get in the zone. I'd make them show. I mean, I'd really, as Darby hits the free throw, I'd make them prove to me that they could hit some outside shots, somebody besides Ollie. And here comes Ashton Atkins, a little dipsy doodle in the lane for 2. That's a pretty shot there. She gets it to Adams. Back over to Carson, over to Head. Pull up 3-pointer. No good. I thought she was going to hit that one. And it goes right off the fingertips of Madison Cater. She couldn't find the handle on that.
Her and her teammate going after it.
Yeah.
Just the effort. A lot of effort by both teams. Here's it. Adams with a 3. She can't make it go. A rebound goes to Ashlyn Atkins. She's due to get hot, and she's going to dribble it right out of bounds. They're very fortunate there that wasn't off of Atkins.
Fortunate Carson didn't pick up a foul there, too. I don't think the official had the angle to see it.
But after he didn't call a foul, I thought they was going to call a turnover. They get it into Jamie Gail Hudson. She'll drive in and against the shorter Ortiz and lays it up. Really uncontested, 36-31.
Darby's got to get back and help with that.
Here comes cross-court pass to Adams, and she turns it over. Another steal for the Hornets. Here comes Cater. She passes out to a wide-open Kimberly Horton. Can she finally hit one? No. Rebound goes to Head, and she threw it right to Fountain. And now Hudson will get it, and they'll call a kickball, and it will stay with the Hornets. As I believe Head kicked it. Coming back into the game will be Ortiz, or Posey, I think, checking in. Here's the inbound to Hudson. She'll take it to the hole, draw the foul, and she'll go the line to shoot one, and she made the basket. That's a big shot. And the Hornets extend their lead.
Got that one on Darby Ham, her second, team second.
They can stretch this lead out to tie their largest, and they do. 8-point lead for the Hornets.
Critical couple of minutes right here.
And this is where the Hornets take over almost. Get a steal there by Cater. Here comes Ortiz. And we're going to get a timeout as Coach Ellis could see things starting to slip. That's a good timeout right there.
Yeah, it is. The Hornets on a run there, getting to an 8-point lead again, tying their largest of the night. And we talked about it. Can the Tigers withstand this run and get back in it again? They've shown all night long that they have. But the Hornets are so talented, and they come at you from all angles. Jamie Hudson with a quick 5 in this third quarter. She's up to 15.
Well, she's the only senior. She's stepping up.
Yeah.
and being a senior leader and taking it to the hole. And you got to give her a lot of credit. 39-31, 5:43 to play, third quarter. Tigers with the basketball, but they trail by their largest margin, and they throw it right to Atkins. She's taken to the hole. She lays it up, misses the layup, but she draws the foul.
Locust Fork being the aggressor here now.
Yeah. Get that one on Ortiz. That's her third. I'm so impressed. You think you've got Locust Fork guarded, but they find a crease, and they find a way to draw contact on the shot to get to the foul line.
Free throw up and good. And, you know, they do a great job on the dribble drive.
Yes,
they do. That's their game. They really worked on it the last 2 years. 40-39, biggest lead of the game. They can go up by double digits, and they do. She hits both free throws. Because it got me all choked up there. I think I'm breathing all these germs, and it's affected me. Here comes Adams, and she'll dribble through the press. Get it to Darby Ham, out to Ollie Carson. And she can shoot it, baby, as she has all night long. She has played a great game. The semifinal game and this game, she shot well. They got Darby wide open, but they don't get it to her. And Adams will dribble out, being guarded close, and that's a 5-second call. Great defense by Madison Cater. She's playing lights out.
She's playing good, not all just offensively, but defensively as well. She's doing a fantastic job guarding some very good ball handlers for Pennington.
And this is a dangerous time for the Tigers as the Hornets lead by 10, 5:13 to go. Atkins starting to heat up a little bit. She stepped back, three-pointer. No good. Rebound, Darby. But it's off of Ortiz, out of bounds, a turnover. Back to the Hornets.
The 20th turnover for Pennington.
That's what I said at halftime. They got to cut down on the turnover. You can't just keep giving Locust Fork opportunities. And checking in will be Robinette for the Hornets. And Robinette played pretty good when she was in there a while ago, as she was able to get a steal and some key rebounds. Hard time for the Hornets getting it in. They get it in to Atkins. And now she'll pass it to Jamie Gale Hudson. And Jamie's done a good job of taking to the, what a move. She lays it up and misses the layup. That was a great move.
Beautiful move inside.
If she split the defenders and laid it up, they just couldn't get to go. If she had hit all her layups tonight, she'd have had a 20-point game already. Here's a pass to Adams. Tigers desperately need a basket. And they get it to the one who can, but they strip it away. But right there is Darby Ham to strip it away. And she gets it to Paige Jacobs. And she puts it up, and she'll draw the foul. Or how are they calling this? Is it on the floor or on the shot? Calling it on the floor.
Wow.
And that's the foul on Madeline Robinette.
Yeah, her second and the team's third of the half.
Great play by Darby Ham to keep from getting a turnover. As they get it into Darby Ham, right back to Ortiz, and she misses a little bunny right there. And she'll have a foul called either on Ortiz
and
or Jacobs.
That's her fourth if it's on Ortiz.
33. Yes. That's 4 on her.
I have 4 on her.
They're going to leave her in there. 41-31. Hornets trying to take control here. As Madison Cater has done it all tonight. She misses a layup. Hornets have missed back-to-back layups, but a steal by Robinette. She gets it out to Cater to Atkins for 3, and it won't go. Rebound, none other than Darby Ham, and there's just a bad foul by the Hornets. Jamie Gale Hudson, I believe.
Her third and the team's fourth.
And that's not where you don't want to foul Darby Ham. I mean, she's right there all the way to the other end of the floor.
We've seen this rebound right here in front of us. That's a strong rebound.
Yes, it is.
That's how you go up and get a rebound and come down hard with it and strong and not give it up.
This Jacobs will check out and Posey will check in. Here's Adams. Gets it to Posey. Posey gets it back to Adams. She'll get it to Carson. She's going to take it to the hole. She drives it up, lays it in. Good job that time. Getting it to the one that they needed to, and that breaks a long drought. 41-33. Here's the Hornets. Turn it over almost, but they get it back to Cater. Cater kicks it back out to Atkins. And she'll drive in and have it stripped. And now they'll pick up a foul, and that's either on Robinette or Atkins. Good defense by the Tigers. That's going to be on Robinette. That's her third, isn't it?
Her third and the team's fifth of the half.
If she was to play a whole quarter, she'd foul out.
Yeah.
She's only played a little bit, and she's got 3 fouls. And there's a steal by the Hornets. Here comes Cater. Gets it to Robinette. She misses another layup. And she gives it off to Horton for 3. No good. Rebound. Fought and controlled by Atkins. She'll lick it up. No, blocked by Darby Ham, a heck of a block.
That's how you do it.
Right.
That is how you do it.
Here's a pass to Darby. Over to Adams.
Kick it out.
Almost walked with Posey from the foul line. No good. Rebound. Darby Ham. She puts it up and draws a foul.
Unbelievable.
That's how you make a block. You talk about a rebound, that's how you block.
Yeah.
That is as good a defensive play as I've seen all tournament long by a girl.
So Madison Cater, her second foul on the team, 6, and Darby Ham, 11 points, 19 rebounds.
Free throw. Rattles home. How many points did you say Darby had?
She has 12 now and 19 rebounds.
She was quiet early, but she's starting to have some points going. The free throw is up and good. And checking in for the Hornets to replace Robinette will be Baker. And that 10-point lead is down to 6. 3 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's about the time you think the Hornets are going to take control. The Gutsy Tigers start fighting back. Here comes Hort. She'll put it up and have it blocked out of bounds by Ollie Carson. And Coach Hollis is about to get a technical foul, but he wasn't able to get one. There's an inbound to Cater. She's short arm, gets her own rebound, puts it up, and she'll draw the foul off Darby Ham.
And that's big because that's Darby Ham's third.
And she's done a good job of not getting the foul trouble,
Yep.
but finally she gets into a little bit. Here comes the free throws by Cater. She misses it. Got to hit free throws. As Absher will check out. Here's the second free throw. Nothing but nylon. 42-35. 2:54 to play third quarter. And here's a pass to Ollie. Ollie used to return that ball over, but she doesn't now. She does a great job taking care of the basketball. She's a heck of a player. Here comes Posey. She'll take it to the hole and have it stripped by Hudson. Great defensive play by Hudson. And here comes the Hornets. It's Hudson. See, Hudson's the post player, what post player that they have, and she can dribble as good as a guard most of the time. Here's Hudson. She gets it to Atkins. And they're going to run, I think, 5 out here. As they'll run.
Double screen.
And get Atkins with it. She lays it up, no good. Rebound, put back up, no good. And look at the hustle by Atkins. They get to a wide open, and she walked with it. She ran before she got the basketball. Hornets starting to turn it over a little bit now.
They've got 8 now on the night, with 4 of those coming this quarter.
Yeah, in the last minute or two, basically. Here comes full court pressure by the Hornets. They get it to Posey. Posey almost has her pocket picked. But she gets it to Ollie, and that's where they need it. Now they get over the head. Can somebody make a big shot?
Right here.
Here comes Adams for 3.
Nope.
No good. A rebound. Fault control by Hudson. Here comes Jamie Gale. She's taking it to the hole. She drives it up, gets a shot blocked by Ollie Carson. Hornets can't find the handle right now all of a sudden. Here comes Ollie. And she is dribbling at the top of the circle. Now she'll set the offense. A minute 35. She's taking it to the hole. She's laid it up, and she gets the foul, and she gets the basket, and she'll go to the line to shoot 1.
Unbelievable, Ollie Carson. Nice crossover dribble up top to get in the lane for the and 1.
All I can say, folks, you better be glad that Ollie don't go to Lotus Fork anymore. It'd be unfair.
Well, what you think is going to happen is Ollie's going to pull up for another 3.
Yep.
She comes up on defense. Next thing you know, she's flying right by you.
She's got the handle to get around you, too.
Timeout on the floor. It's a full timeout. Let's take it with them. You're listening. The Classic Hits. 95.3 on WCRL.
You did it again. You did it again.
I'm sorry.
Hey, y'all remember Neil Wester?
Yeah.
Yes.
Neil's in the house, far
Really?
right corner, white shirt, Nike logo.
I see him. How's he doing at his other school? Do you know, Greg?
Pretty
Where
good.
he moved to?
Oh,
Cherokee County.
They're ranked in the top 10.
His son is, I can't remember his son's name, his oldest one.
Ryan.
He was,
Random facts.
he was good.
He was my Sunday school teacher.
Really?
Yes.
Well, he's a great guy.
That Duke loss excites me. I'm a huge North Carolina fan. I love it when they do that.
Did North Carolina beat Duke?
No, Miami did.
Welcome back to Championship Monday. Blount County basketball live on WCRL. And, folks, we got a great game going on as the number 1 seed and the number 2 seed are battling out.
If you're Pennington, keep it within 5 before this quarter ends. Got to keep it within 5.
Trying to get to 4, and she does. 4-point game. Hornets had a 10-point lead.
It's been Carson and Ham this half for the Tigers.
I think they've been outscored 7-1 of late. Here's Hudson. She took it to the hole. She'd had a layup. Here's the Hornets as they would run the weave. Here comes the pass out to Baker. Baker hands it off to Horton, who has just been absolutely shut down. She'll take it in. She'll lay it up, draw the foul.
It'll be on Alex Meyer.
And Kimberly will have her first chance at scoring.
They got it on Ollie Carson, so that'll be her second and the team's 5th.
I'm not sure if I wasn't Coach Ellis, I'd get Darby out with 3 fouls the last few seconds of this quarter. Free throw, up and in.
Kimberly Horton's first points of the night.
Here comes the second free throw. It's up and in. Back to a 6-point lead. 44-38, a minute and 6 seconds to go. Full-court pressure by the Hornets. And they got a wide open Alex Meyer, and she walked with it. Big turnover for the Tigers.
24 turnovers.
That'll be the difference in this ball game. Under a minute to go. Here comes Atkins. She'll hand it off. Nope, she thought about it, but then she'll keep it herself. A little crossover dribble. Now out to Baker. 3-point basket. No good. I'm telling you, that's not the shot that Coach Roy wants. But Ollie Carson knocks it out of bounds. And it'll stay here with the Hornets.
It's a huge possession right here.
If the Hornets could score here, it'd be huge right before the end of the quarter. Hornets got to get it in. And they get it right to Madison Cater. How'd she catch that ball? She lays it up and in. Big shot.
Darby had it in her hands first.
Back to an 8-point lead. Here's Darby Ham. She gets it to head, and she walks with it.
Yep.
Back-to-back turnovers by reserve players. 8-point lead. Hornets score here for the half. For the end of the third quarter, they'll have a chance to tie their biggest lead of 10. As the Tigers had it to 2 just a minute ago. Here's Hudson. As the Hornets are going to be content to hold it for the last shot. And I'll be surprised if Meyer will extend it because that's an advantage for Hudson. But she is tough. Here comes Cater, who's done it all. She takes it to the hole and lays it up and in. How big has Madison Cater been for the Hornets? 1 second, and a steal by Madison Cater, and she can't get it off. But a great close to the third quarter as the Hornets go back up by their largest lead. 10 points, 48-38. We're 1 quarter away from crowning a Blount County champion. We'll be right back. You're listening to WCRL. Welcome back to Bruce McAfee Gymnasium. And if it's ever been fuller, I'd hate to have been here. It is packed out. It's championship night. We got a great game going on. But the Hornets stretch the lead out to 10, and they'll inbound it, and they get it to Cater. Cater will set the offense, top of the circle. As the Hornets are trying to get the three-peat in county championships. And that's probably a mismatch for the Hornets when Cater has the ball. Oh, the bad decision there. She threw it right to Ollie Carson, and she takes it the length of the court and lays it up and in. A nice start to the fourth quarter. You can't do that.
Yeah, Ollie leads all scorers, 18 on the game.
And it's going to have to be Ollie all fourth quarter, too.
48-40. 7:20 to go in the ball game. As this has been a game of runs. Both teams have had runs. Here's Horton, who's been quiet. She'll lose it out of bounds. And it'll be right off her fingertips. As the Hornets start the fourth quarter with 2 turnovers. That is impressive by the Tigers. As you feel like it's fixing to let it get away from them, but they fight hard, dig deep, and find a way to make some things happen. And here's Ortiz. And she gets it to Carson. And a long
goodness.
Howdy doody. Tutti frutti.
Told you, she's got to step up.
String music. And she has got 5 quick points.
That was nearly from the circle.
And we're going to get a foul on number 15. Foul.
Her second, team's 8th. I think they got her with a moving screen up top.
And another turnover as the Hornets seem to be falling apart a little bit here. 5-point game. And there's almost a steal for the Hornets. And we get a timeout, and a smart timeout by Coach Ellis.
Because every possession right now is so big.
Yes. And that's a full timeout. We'll take it with them. 6:34 to play. Tigers getting off the mat and fighting. We got a barn burner. We'll be right back. You're listening to Classic Hits 95.3 WCRA. Welcome back, folks. We got it going on here in downtown Susanmore. 5-point game. Tigers trying to knock off the number 1 team in one pole and the number 2 in the other. And here comes Ollie Carson. Is this Ollie Carson? So she misses a little layup there. Rebound goes to Madison Cater. She gets it in the corner to Horton, and she'll dribble it out. Now she'll pass it inside to Hudson. Hudson back out to Fountain. Over to Horton. Thought about a 3. Now she'll take it in. Step back, layup, no good. Rebound, fought, controlled, but it goes off the fingertips of Hudson. And now the Tigers have a 3-pointer on the way, no good. She might have should have passed that in to the Darbinator. And here's Hudson as she answers, as she hits the layup and draws the foul, and she'll go to the line. Is that on Darby?
No, they get it on number 20, Paige Posey.
I thought it was on Darby. That'd been her 4th.
That is Posey's 3rd and the team's 6th. Hudson now up to 17 points.
Free throw, good. Big time answer for the Hornets. As here comes that pressure again. See what they do. As Posey gets it. She'll take to the hole, lay it up, miss the layup. And here comes Hudson. 8-point lead for the Hornets. Now she'll be wise to pass it back out to Atkins. Atkins hands it off and hands it right out of bounds. And that's just a dumb turnover. There's no other way to look at it.
Got to take care of the ball.
You got the ball. You got an 8-point lead. You can't just dribble it out of bounds.
Carissa Horton back in the game with her 4 fouls.
Here comes that pressure defense. And lately, the Tigers have done a good job of handling it. Now they get it out to Posey for 3. No good. Rebound to Little Horton. And here comes Hudson, and she'll dribble it up. She'll get it to Cater. Cater sets the offense. 5 out. And we go under. 5 minutes to play. Hornets lead by 8. Here comes Horton. She had a layup. They're going to call a foul.
Oh, wow.
She had a layup that time. She passed it out. Who'd they call it on? Number 13.
Colin Adams, her 1st, but the team's 7th, so we'll be 1-1 the rest of the way, both teams.
His head will check in to replace Posey. Tigers had a chance there to really get inside that lead, but they just couldn't find it. Now shooting 1-1 will be Kimberly Horton. Free throw. Rattles out. It's just been that kind of night for Kimberly. She normally don't miss free throws. Those would have been huge as they get it to Darby. Backdoor cut to Ortiz. She lays it up, misses a wide open layup, but there's Darby Hound to put it back up and in. 6-point game.
20th rebound of the night.
As they get it to Horton. Horton, step back 3-pointer. She just can't find the handle tonight. It's just that kind of night. They get it to Carissa Horton now. Here comes little Carissa as she gets her shot blocked by Darby. Great defensive play, but she's able to steal it back. And the Hornets shouldn't be in a hurry. They need to work for a good shot. Yeah. But there's one from half court put up by Atkins. No good. And Cater dribbles it out of bounds. Hornets cussing a little bit right now.
Yeah, they need to slow down a little bit. They got time on their side right now with a 6-point lead.
Uncharacteristic misses. This is a big-time environment. You'll not get any bigger environment than this.
Yeah.
And here's another steal. And Cater has been outstanding for the Hornets. They get in the corner to Horton. She gets it inside to Hudson. Back out to Atkins, and she knocks the jumper down. Big shot. Timeout called by the Hornets, and they'll take it with them. 8-point lead, 53-45. Hornets, 3 minutes and 54 seconds away from a championship, but they're hanging on by the hair of their chinny chin chin. You're listening to Classic Hits 95.3. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Welcome back to Susan Moore. It's an 8-point lead. 3:47 to play. Hornets leading the Tigers, but here's the Tigers with a basketball trying to cut in that lead to get the post. She lays it up, misses a layup. Step back, had an opportunity to hit 2 layups and missed both of them right there. And the Hornets off and running. But a good job by Madison Cater to back it out and work for a good shot as the clock becomes a factor in this basketball game. With 3:25 to play. Hornets can really make it tough if they can hang on to the basketball and not turn it over and hit their free throws. They're in the 1-and-1.
Hornets are in the old Dean Smith four corners. They're trying to run clock.
Here comes Horton. Back out to Hudson. And they don't want Darby to foul because she's got 3. And here comes Hudson. She'll pass it out to Carissa Horton over to Madison Cater. Madison being guarded by Posey. And here comes Cater. She drives in. Now she'll drive back out. And this is where the good ball handling comes into a big-time advantage. When we go under 3 minutes down to 2:45, they've dropped a whole minute off the clock.
Yeah.
And here comes Ollie Carson. She'll pick your pocket because she's quick as a hiccup. Here comes Cater with it. And they're trying to get her. I thought they called a foul.
Me too.
Yeah, there was a whistle from somewhere.
Yeah, they may be from the side ref too. Actually, I don't take that back. It may have been one of the students.
And here comes a long three-pointer. It's blocked. And rebound goes to Hudson. And they'll get it off to Madison Cater. 2:17. They're going to have to start fouling. They're down by 8. Here's Cater. She gets it to Horton. Ortiz has got 4. Now they'll back it out. They're down to exactly 2 minutes to go in this ball game. 53-45. Hornets content to dribble the basketball.
It's beautiful when it's run right, and the Hornets are doing a good job of it.
And I don't think they'd have turned it over a while ago, but they thought there was a whistle.
Yep.
And now they get the foul. But they have took them 2 minutes of the clock off.
Yeah. The old four corners play, one of the reasons why the shot clock was put in back in the day in college basketball because of that play. And we don't have one, so they're running it to perfection.
Well, if she get these 2 free throws, they go up by their largest lead of the game. Never have they had a lead over 10. First free throw, no good. Rebound to Darby. How many she got?
She's got 21 rebounds.
She may set her record.
Along with 15 points.
And here comes Ollie. Here you go. Take it to the hole. She throw that up. She forced that one. And there's a run out. And they'll get it to Horton. She'll lay it up and in. And now it's a 10-point lead. A minute and a half to go. Hornets trying to hang on. Tigers fighting to try to get back in it. Here comes a pass to Posey. She'll put it up. She'll miss the shot. But she'll go to the line as Jamie Gale picks up her 4th.
Yeah, her 4th and the team's 9th.
But I don't think he'll take out the senior here. You don't want to foul them and let them score with no clock running. And Posey knocks down the first free throw. So you got a 9-point lead with a minute and 22 seconds as they'll take out Ortiz. And I believe they put in Kayla Boatman. Here we go. Free throw, up and in. As it rattled all the way around the rim. Checking in to be Head. As the Hornets will have to inbound it. You got to take care of the basketball. 8-point lead. Hit your free throws, you win a county championship.
Yeah, and the Hornets, good free throw shooting team.
They haven't been as good tonight as they normally are. Here's a inbounds to Jamie Gale Hudson, and she'll walk it on up. And she's trying to get Darby to foul it, and Darby will foul it, and that's her 4th. But she has no choice.
Yep.
Because you got a minute 15 seconds to go.
Next foul will be 2 shots, but this one will be 1-and-1.
I'll tell you what, you got to take your cap off to both these teams. They have played their hearts out.
Yeah, they have.
There has not been an effort problem tonight. I don't have a cap to take off. But they have played lights out, and the Hornets miss another free throw. But they're saying they're shooting 2.
Okay. I've got that wrong in my book then. 2 shots now.
Gentlemen, I worked on the Coach Wester interview. He politely declined. Great guy, though. Great
you
guy.
got to hit your free throws, and the game's over. Free throw attempt. See, that hits that one. Back to a 9-point lead. Minute 14 to go. Ollie's going to step back, just shoot the 3 or take it to the hole every time. She'll lay it up, miss the layup. Rebound, fault, controlled by Darby. She puts it up, no good. Rebound, fault. We're going to get a 5th foul, I believe, on Darby.
How many rebounds?
She'll end the night with 22 if that foul's on her.
2nd most rebounds in a county tournament game. Only to herself. Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you something, folks. I'm from Locust Fork, but I'm here to tell you there's not a better kid in the world, the number 3.
Yeah.
Darby Ham is a great person and a great basketball player. And if I'm picking her on my team.
Yeah. She'll end the night with 15 points, 22 rebounds.
It's amazing.
That is amazing. She's the best rebounder I've ever seen. Free throw attempt, up and in.
46 rebounds in 2 games.
Yeah.
46.
The Hornets will match their largest lead of the night, 57-47. Now they'll have their largest lead at 11. Hornets starting to smell a county championship for the 3rd time in 3 years. A three-peat possibility. Here is the Tigers as they'll shoot a 3 from the corner.
Oh.
Yes, sir. Adams nails it. There's no quit, folks, in these Tigers.
None.
They got a lot of heart. We're going to keep it right here. I don't know what it is, but we'll keep it here. I tell you what, Morgan Adams says, I'm not quitting.
No, these Tigers won't quit. Coach Bart Ellis, he does a great job with them, and they showed that in the semifinal game. They were down to Susamore, down and out. 30-19, they were down in the 3rd quarter by 11. They never stopped, never quit. Ollie Carson, Darby Ham on the boards. They come back and won that game. So if they can get the Hornets to miss some free throws, they can stay in this thing if they hit a few more shots. But if the Hornets take care of business and hit their free throws, they're going to put this one out of reach.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. When the Tigers look back at this game, they're going to look at turnovers.
29 of them.
Yep. Turnovers. Here comes the inbounds to Cater. She may be your MVP.
Yeah, very well could be.
Is she the leading scorer tonight?
Madison has 16 tonight. Jamie Gale for the Hornets has 21 tonight.
Oh, well, it may be Jamie Gale. It's going to be either one of them.
Yep.
Jamie Gale's the reigning MVP. But you know what? This is not a one-man show.
It's not for the
Their
Hornets.
2 leading scorers have been held in check pretty much, and they got 2 more to step up.
Just from watching them this week, their leading scorer could be anybody from one night to the next, looks like.
And a big free throw by Cater. She gets 17 points now. Next free throw, up and in. 18 points for the junior. 45 seconds to go, 10-point lead. Here comes Posey. She's taking to the hole. She'll lay it up and in. Back to an 8-point game, but they ain't stopped the clock. Hornets get it to Atkins, and she's fouled by Carson, I believe.
That's her 3rd.
But you don't have no choice. Because they knocked the little guy down with the ball.
He's all right.
He's all right. He's got a Hornet balloon. But I think he's a Wildcat fan, but he's got a Hornet balloon. Here comes Atkins as she'll shoot 2. She makes the first. How many points has Atkins got?
Atkins has 10 points now.
Been a quiet 10.
Yep.
Shot up and in. She just needs 1 point to score her 1,000th point, I believe, of the year. I think she had to have 12. I thought 10, but I think it said 12. Here is Little Adams. She goes coast to coast, and she lays it up and misses the layup, but she'll go to the line to shoot 2. And if I'm a Hornets, I'm going to let them make that layup.
Yeah, and that's going to be Carissa Horton's 5th foul.
So both teams having someone to foul out. And you got to tip your cap to the little 9th grader.
Yep. Tip it.
Well, I'm tipping it tonight, baby.
You tip it every night, Greg.
I do tip it. If you got it, tip it.
I got a quick stat for you. Darby Ham, in the 3 games she's played in the county tournament, has 55 rebounds.
I was going to ask you that. How many did she have in the first game?
She had 9 in the first game, which she didn't play the whole game because of the score, but she's got 55 total rebounds.
As Adams hits the second, back to a 9-point lead. Cater will be content just to hold the ball. She'll be fouled. He's trying to get to 20.
Yeah, she knocks these 2 down, she'll have it.
When you score 20 points back-to-back nights, that's pretty impressive.
It's big.
And she has been a big-time part of this.
She has. And, you know, for the Hornets, the last 2 games, Greg, Kimberly Horton has been a factor in other areas, but not in the scoring column, really. And Madison Cater and Jamie Gill Hudson really stepped up.
She hits the second. She's got 19. 10-point lead. 27.6 seconds to go. Here's Ollie. Hornets just don't need to foul. They get it to head out to Posey. Posey will pull it up. Miss it. Rebound. Goes to Atkins. Atkins gets it to Hudson. And she'll be fouled, and she'll go to the line and try to get some more points. She's got how many points?
Jamie Gale has got 21.
She's played great tonight. And if she'd hit them layups right off the bat, she'd have really had a nice.
Might have had 30, yeah.
She'd have had 30. Pennington's got the funniest looking fan, there's no doubt.
Yeah, absolutely.
Free throw up and good. 22 points.
He even painted his legs. That or he needs sun.
And Jamie Gill might be the MVP for the second year in a row. 23. She matches Madison Cater's semifinal game. Here's Morgan Adams. She hands it off to Posey. She'll put it up and in. Back to 10 points. Going to do it, folks. Nope. We're going to get one last foul.
So 3 straight games we've had a foul within the last 1.5 seconds.
How many points has Madison got now?
Madison's got 19. So she'll go to the line, try to get over 20 here, and the Hornets would have 2 20-point scores.
Well, if I'm going to play the Hornets, I'm saying who you guard.
Yeah.
Because their goal was to shut down Atkins and Horton, and they did for the most part.
But you got 2 others that's going to score 20.
You get 45 points scored by the other one. And she'll make it rattle home. Wow. Second free throw. Bottom. 67-55. That will do it as the Hornets win their 3rd Blount County championship in a row, a 3-peat. I guess you could call that a dynasty.
Yeah.
And the Hornet fans go bananas behind us. But you can't, to tip your cap, once again, to the Pennington Tigers as they fought their guts out. And they had chances. But the Hornets just a little deeper and a little too strong. And they get the big win here. And what a victory it is as they go to 21-1 on the year. Ranked number 2 in one poll, number 1 in another poll. This team's got a chance to make a run at the playoffs and make Blount County very proud.
There'll be a matchup nightmare for anybody they play in the playoffs with the ball handlers and shooting that they have.
Well, I'll say this. I'm going to go down and get an interview. We're going to take a break.
Say what you need to right quick.
Well, I want to say this.
Please.
I'm telling you.
Tip your cap.
I'll tip my cap to you guys. Y'all doing a great job. I think that Pennington can make a big run.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They can make a big run. And I'm telling you, they got to play the Hornets again probably. And it wouldn't surprise me if they beat them in the area championship. It's hard to beat a team 4 times.
You know what's scary is there was a lot tonight where Locust Fort did a good job of blocking out Darby Ham. And she still came away with 22 rebounds.
Well,
impressive.
Well, I'm telling you, Darby's a great player. Both these teams got her, Ollie Carson. You got to tip. I ain't gonna tip her. You got to give her a lot of credit because Ollie what kept them. How many points she ended up with?
Ollie had 21.
Yeah.
She did a great job. She can shoot them from the circle, at the half court circle. She did a great job. And then I look not only at Ollie, but you got little Adams getting steals and playing big. But Lord, when you look at Madison Cater, back-to-back nights with 20-plus points. Back-to-back nights with 20 points of plus for Hudson on a night where Horton has been your leading scorer all year long.
Had 4.
And she only had 4 points. That's why it makes it scary when you play. And see, one thing, but the more you play a team, you get used to them.
You get familiar with them.
And most of these guys that they're going to play are not going to know how to play them.
Yeah,
you get film on them, but that'll be it.
Yep.
But a great win for the Hornets as they have a 3-peat. And I'm going to, what are you doing?
This is how you do interviews, by the way.
I'm going to do it tonight, too. I'm going to hug every one of them. I'm going to go down there and get some interviews.